not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you speak my.
Hey my beauties, hey my beats, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, it's been a little minute, like it's been about 11 months, just about a year since the last time I made a video. So y'all ready? Damn! You guys a life update of what's been going on. Let me just say to the people that's new here, like I said, my name is Keke Beauty. I do like girl chats, vlogs, everything beauty, hair, makeup. So you guys, you know, if you want to see a little bit more of that, I'm gonna start doing more vlogging. Then make sure you guys stay tuned. Put on your notifications so that you can be notified whenever I upload another video. So yeah, let me just give you guys a rundown of the life update. I finally found love, y'all. Yes. Me a boo. I told y'all, you know, all those motivational videos I was putting out about, you know, not how to be a pick-me, and I guess they work because, you know, I manifested love into my life. So I'm gonna leave videos in my link description below if any of you ladies are interested in looking at them. So yeah, like I said, I don't have the key to everything, but hey, it worked for me. So check out my videos to give you guys some little pointers of the do's and don'ts, and just a little bit motivation to finding love out there. So yeah, I found me a new boo. We met out and about not too long ago. So like, yeah, everything's been good so far. I mean, I'm not gonna say everything's been peachy because we definitely had some ups and downs, but for the most part, it's been a lot of ups. And I got a most beautiful gift out of everything, y'all. I have a baby. I have a baby girl. Her name is Layla. So yeah, y'all, I done found love. I done had a baby, everything. She was born February 18th. 2023. Her name is Layla. She was 6 pounds, 1 ounce. She was such a little tiny little baby. Yeah, she was supposed to be born 2/23/23. So I would have loved those numbers, but instead she was born on 2/18/23. So yeah, let me just tell y'all. I'll put some like little clips of like my maternity pictures and stuff like that, just to show you guys a little update. I don't know if I'm gonna put any pictures with him just yet, but he was in some of my maternity pictures, but I don't know if he want to be on YouTube like that. Plus I know how some of you girls get, you know, I don't know if I want to put my man out there like that. So, but I am gonna put some pictures with me or whatever, maternity pictures, and some pictures of baby Layla. And make sure you guys keep staying tuned because I'm gonna be vlogging and she'll be in some of my vlogs. And so with my other daughter, y'all know her already, Aaliyah. So yeah, they will be in my upcoming vlogs. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So yeah, like I said, I had her on the 18th. So I can't believe she's almost gonna be 2 months. Not too long from now, like time is just ticking. So yeah, what happened? Yeah, the day of, oh my God, y'all. Like I said, I thought she was supposed to be born on the 23rd, but I already knew in my mind because I worked pretty much all the way up until when she was born. But I knew that she probably was gonna be born before that, so I was trying to take leave early, but you know how they are with the maternity leave. They was like, oh, you know, you keep trying to take off early, because I want to take off like the 10th or something like that. it was like, you know, it's gonna be giving you less time to be at home with your daughter, then it'll make you have to return to work faster. But I was just like, I just know in my heart's a heart, she gonna come early. I didn't think she was gonna come that weekend, but I knew that she was gonna come early. So yeah, let me tell you guys what happened. So I was at home and I was talking to my mom earlier that day, and you know, she's been pressuring me and pushing me this whole time about, you need to have your bags packed, you know, you need to be, because my boyfriend lives closer to where the hospital is. I live like really far, like 45 minutes to the hospital. But the way that I go to work every day is like, once you get close to the freeway, you'll be okay. But I don't really get on the freeway because when I'm going into work, because I work nights, it's a lot of traffic. So a lot of people are coming off of work. But it's like this straight street. It's called Bel Air that I take straight all the way down. And when you take that street, it takes you straight to the medical center. But you know, with all the traffic, the lights and stuff. So it takes a little bit longer, but you just take a straight shot to get to where you're going. So, you know, she was pressuring me about make sure I get this, that, the. I don't know. I know a lot of people, everybody pregnancy is different. A lot of people was saying like, you know, you're gonna get this burst of energy right before you about to have a baby. It's gonna make you want to clean and that. I have none of that kind of energy. So I wanted to do like vlogs and stuff while I was pregnant, but y'all, I just didn't have the energy to do none of that. I was just always tired. You know, me and my boyfriend don't live together, so I'm commuting to his house to spend time with him, and then I'm going to work from his house because it's closer, coming back home, you know, just going to doctor's appointments. I didn't feel like picking up no camera and just, I don't know, I just wasn't there in the headspace to do no vlogging and stuff. I kind of wish I would have did, but I just couldn't do it, y'all. I was just fat and pregnant. But you know, my face trying to slim down a little bit, but you know, I always had this stomach problem, so I'm still working on that part. But yeah, so that day, man, I was talking to her. She was like, you know, do you want me to come over? Da, da, da. I'm like, nah, I feel like I'm okay, because you know, it's closer to my due date. So she like, well, you don't need to be at home by yourself. You need to go, you know, either to your boyfriend's house or something. Like, you just don't need to be at home. So that was my plans, was to be at his house like that week before that I was due. So that day I went to the bathroom and I started wiping it, and like I saw like the thick gooey. I was like, oh my God. So my mucus plug ended up coming out, and I called my sister and she was like, ooh. Well, you know, she thought about back when she had her kids. She was like, well, when mine came out, I had my babies like maybe like a couple days later, or maybe like a week later. You know, it was like, oh my God, like I may be about to have the baby. And I was actually scheduled. I already had 2 days of work off, and I was actually scheduled to go to work that day. So I was like, I don't know. I think I might just, even though I wasn't feeling any cramps, contractions, or nothing like that, I'm just gonna go ahead and just call in, because I don't know if I'm, you know, comfortable with going into work, because when I Google it, say you can have it from the next 24 hours to the next week. Like, it just gave you a big wide span, so I couldn't really, you know, tell whatever. I was like, see, that's why I had a feeling I needed to be off. I know I went crazy. So anyways, I just went ahead and called in, and I'm usually leaving my house like around 5 something, and I was planning on going to my boyfriend's house and staying over there earlier that day, but I was so tired, y'all. That's why I said like my iron was low, everything. Like, I was just so drained. So I ended up falling asleep. So by this time it was like 5 something. I'm like, well, I already have to go to work at this time, so it's no point in me going to his house now. And plus, he was scheduled to go to work because he worked nights too. So about 5 something, girl, my stomach started cramping so bad. Like, it feel like your insides are just somebody just twisted it. I was just like, it's no way I can do anything. So I called, I don't know if my mama called me or I called her. Well, whatever it was, my mom and my sister was both on 3-way. I'm calling them in tears, crying like, oh my God, somebody come pick me up. And I'm just like, this whole time I'm pushing my mama out not to come over here, and I needed somebody here. So my sister ended up rushing over here, and my mom just said she'll just meet me at the hospital. So of course I called my boyfriend to let him know. And like I say, he worked nights too, so he was just kind of like, I was like, babe, I'm gonna go to the hospital. He was like, oh, okay. And I hung up because I'm like, okay, that was kind of dry. You know, this is his first child, which y'all know I have a 15-year-old. So I'm just like, okay, well, I ain't got time. Look, I'm telling my sister, come on, take me to the hospital. Then he called back like 5 minutes. Like, he's like, huh? I said, I'm going to the hospital. He, well, why you didn't say that? That's what I said. Like, come on, wake up, get with the program. So I guess it finally registered to him because he was like in and out, half asleep. So they end up meeting us at the hospital, and then they have you like in this little small room, like to monitor you to see, you know, if how the contractions are going, how far apart they are. When we was in the car on the way there, they started being like 15 minutes apart. So at that point, I didn't know if they was gonna keep me or if they was gonna send me home since it was so far apart. But when we sat in that room, it was literally, I was looking at the clock, literally 4 minutes apart. I was like, oh no, it's no way I'm going home today. I am staying in the hospital. It's 4 minutes apart. Every 4 minutes on the dot, I was having contractions. And when I tell you, it feel like somebody got a hot rod sticking it in and out of your vagina, taking your intestines and twisting them back and forth, stabbing you at the same time in your back. I don't know how mama had us natural, but baby, that's not for me. So I was looking for this epidural. So they was saying, you know, do you want your epidural? I'm like, yes. They was like, well, we don't do it on this floor. We do it on the next floor. And on the next floor, we're waiting for a room to be available. So in the meantime, we can give you something for pain, but we can't do the epidural right now. I'm like, oh my God, please don't let me get so far dilated to where I can't get this. Because that could happen and you can end up having your baby natural. So I'm just like, okay. So they end up giving me some pain medicine. Didn't really help. So then they put us to the next floor and then they end up giving my epidural. I guess the lady that came and did it, I don't know. She ain't know what she was doing. And she had a man that was the assisting her. So she put it in my back and I guess she did it up too high. Because when I tell you I was feeling everything down below, oh my God. So they have to put the Foley catheter inside of you, which I don't understand because it's like, y'all got to take that out like right before the baby comes. Like, what is this purpose of this? Like, to not clean the beds? I don't know. So I'm in all this pain and I keep telling my nurse, like, I'm feeling the Foley. Like, it's just so painful being inside me. When I turn side to side, when she move it, just a pinch, like it's hurting so bad. She's like, really? Normally my patients don't feel it. It's like, lady, why do I need to lie? So anyways, so I'm like, you need to call the anesthesia person back, something, because this is not working. So they called them back. They put some more inside my IV, some more pain meds, whatever. And y'all, I'm in tears. Like, I'm shaking the bed, like, screaming on the top of my lungs. I'm hurting so bad. So in the room, I guess they up to like 5 people now. So it was my mom, my boyfriend, my daughter. So they was in the room, and you know, plus the nurse and the doctor, whatever. So that lady, she never did come back. The one who did my epidural, she never did come back. The guy that was assisting her, I guess he like over her, I don't know what you call him, he was there. So he saw me shaking the bed, screaming to the top of my lungs. So he put the medicine in my IV, in my arm or whatever. So I can buy, you know, it's gonna take a few minutes for it to kick in. So he put it in there, he left out the room. I'm like, nurse, you need to call him back because something is not right. I am feeling everything still down below. Like, I'm so scared of this baby head coming out. And if I can't handle these contractions right now, I cannot handle no head coming out my vagina. So you was gonna have to call this man back. So he came back. And then he was like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and give you the stronger dosage, the highest one that we have. Sir, why you didn't do that at first? If you saw me shaking the bed, screaming to the top of my lungs, pouring, crying, then you know that I'm in pain. So why would you give me the less doses and see how I handle that? Because obviously the first dosage wasn't working when the lady did it. So then you give me a second dosage, just half-ass. Child, I was so hot. So finally they gave me whatever the highest dosage was. So that helped relieve the pain. And I came in like around 6. And I had her at 1:30. From 6 until literally 1 in the morning, I felt everything the whole entire time. Once he gave me that medicine, when that kicked in, that was about 1, and the doctor was talking about inducing me. And she didn't need to do that because once he gave me that medicine, it didn't really kick in like that. And I just felt a big rush. And I was like, oh my God, my water broke. Like I felt the water breaking. I felt the pain. I felt everything. So the water broke, and then boom, 1:30, I had her. Well, 1:35 a.m. I had her, and she was 6 pounds. So beautiful. I might put like a little clip in right here somewhere. But yeah, y'all, it was a lot of pain, and it was very rough at that hospital. There was a lot of stuff that went on that I did not like, but it was all worth it, to say the least. But yeah, that's pretty much been my updates. I have a new job. I got a new job. That job took some months, so by the time I got my job offer, I had to let them know, hey, I can't start in February because I'm having a baby. So, you know, like the recruiter or whatever, she was like, oh, really? Like, well, y'all took about 5-6 months to do y'all extensive background check. So by that time, I didn't know what was what. So I told them then, so, you know, they pushed back the hire date. So I'll be starting my new job soon. I mean, that's kind of bittersweet. I mean, it's exciting, but at the same time, it's like, I just don't see no job in the world where I'm just gonna be like super excited to go to. Like, y'all help me out so I can be at home, be with my baby and my other daughter, and just be like a full-time YouTuber. Like, help your girl out. So yeah, that's just a little bit of my life update. I found love, a new job, a new baby, hopefully a new place soon, because my lease will be up soon. So hopefully a new place soon. So yeah, just everything new, just a new me, a new life starting. I'm just excited for the journey. So I mean, you know, it's been up and downs, it's been a little rough, a lot of sleepless nights, but I mean, it's all been worth it. But yeah, that's just pretty much my life update. So yeah, make sure you guys like and make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned, because I'm gonna start vlogging and uploading some vlogs soon. So yeah, and remember, you are beautiful. Bye, y'all.